What's going on, y'all? This is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. But for right now, is Kev being brutally honest. But if you're a black man, or whatever you like to call yourself these days, and you feel like being brutally honest, you can always come here. Uh, just want you guys to know that. Let me get some shout outs in the chat real quick. Thank you guys for being here. Some of y'all notifications must be working or something because we got 13 in the building already. So make sure y'all pressing that like button. Phil Brad, what it is? I'm listening. RPM, what's going on? And uh, if you're watching at this point, this broadcast is partly your fault. Hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power long live viscount crypto 76. What it is? Dane 1. Say I got a ticket in the mail saying to be here. It's like wow. Hopefully I will learn who sent that ticket to you, sir. Let's see who else. Yep, this one right here is your fault because I got some things to show y'all. But shoot, before we get started, make sure you are aware of the uh message scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Like, share, and if this is your first time here, definitely subscribe. This is for edutainment purposes only. Um, Edutainment as in education and entertainment. Education because although I do not claim to be a teacher or some type of YouTube scholar, people say that they learn from me, and I'm not going to argue with them on that. Plus, I like to be a bit entertaining too because on YouTube, whatever you do, whatever kind of content that you put out there, you got to be somewhat entertaining. So, um, also, see, I use harsh language. We speak with a darker tone here. We tell people how we really feel. And we can be like kind of polite but direct while doing it. Brutal honesty isn't about being rude or just flat out but being an a-hole. Although at times being an a-hole is sort of fun, but it takes a special kind of execution to pull that off. Most of us which can't do it, we just end up looking like clowns. But for the some of us that can, this feel like that it must be a necessity when we, speak in our everyday lives. So, just choose where to use it. Some people can't handle it. There are several billion possibilities. Anyway, Shaka Nulu, Greg, what's up? Cortez Smith, Patrick Brown, good to see y'all in here tonight. Yeah, I know some of y'all got to go to work tomorrow. Shoot. Yeah, me too. So, but I'm gonna hang in there as much as I can, as do all of you. So, I'm just letting you know right now. I appreciate it. All right, see if we get a visual aid going. Shoot. Hope everyone is, continue to press the issue of your personal safety out there and doing what you can to protect yourself, male and female included. So yeah, so we're here to talk about the level of accountability for the black man. I can't really be the one that is the authority in deciding what is and is not important. In some parts of the world, they have this hierarchy of important needs. Um, yeah, as do we as a group of men. And sometimes those needs intersect with the wants and needs of others. if that makes any sense at all. But at some point, because there are several billion possibilities on this planet, we have to understand that, we can't control all the outcomes and all of the possibilities because, excuse me, it already takes too long and, uh, takes up too much of your life space, trying to do that to one person, if that's the kind of stuff that you're into. And, controlling outcomes, you might, prop, it, unless it's profitable or is for the greater good, my suggestion is that you rethink your strategy. So, yeah, so, we have a huge distinct problem with black men, especially in spaces like this, using their airspace and their time to go around making women, B dubs, yeah, let's just say it, B dubs, black women, making them accountable for their part in the madness. And that is a narrative that is often used and frowned upon, I would say. So I just saying that's for context. I know that kind of thing exists, and I may be more toward the side of, some people you just can't help. It's kind of, stupid to waste your time on a person that, clearly and obviously, you know doesn't want to straighten their behavior out. But, the point that I myself try to make, despite what others say and how others go about this, uh is always going to come back to you as a man, as a supposed leader of the community. Is always going to come back to you. No, and I'm not here to suggest that, hey, spend a huge amount of time doing this with your YouTube space. I guarantee you there are many, many, many other things to talk about. Many, many other things to talk about. But accountability, that's in this space right here, and really, if you search in the deep recesses of YouTube, you can find this stuff all over the place. Accountability is a big topic. It's a big topic in this space. Men, ADOS, black, melanated, whatever, want to make sure that the accountability is fair across the board. I mean that literally. I mean, if I'm using the word men, that's the kind of gravity I'm talking about. And, you know, on the other side, you have simps, sat chasers, dot, hoochie mamas, white knights, intersectional feminists that want the black man to be accountable for everything. So black men need to be accountable for what? Lead who? We're the leaders. Be accountable for the stupid shit that I do. Why? What? Why? Hey, hold on 1 second. Why do I need to be accountable for shit like this? I'm not hating on people making money. These two acts, these two rap acts are making money. But, we use all these examples of the bad element of the black community. We always use rappers. So we're gonna use some rappers tonight because, I'm reading shit and, I'm listening to the kind of product that these people put out. It was just like, hey, it's just not for me. I mean, some of the product that these people put out and call rap these days, I don't know. It like it actually drove me to other music like jazz and old school uh, R&B, like the old school stuff. I'm talking about like Temptations. It's like I'm not responsible for this. I don't agree with this kind of stuff, and I'm quite sure if say that I was the same age as these people and we all grew up in the same spot, they would probably call me a socially awkward lame just because I'm not out on the street corner trying to fight everybody and uh get the first one ever pregnant. Like it was always like behavior that I rejected. And believe me, it wasn't because at any point in time that I was getting rejected by any level of female. It's just it was my decision not to be a stupid motherfucker. So in 2022, we're having this conversation with black men like me on how I should be accountable for the stupid shit that people, or I will just go ahead and say men that share my skin color, for the stupid shit that they go out there and do. I'm quite sure that there's some way you can tie me to it, or make me experience or feel some level of shame because some kid decide, or some 14, 15-year-old kid decides to get out there with a firearm and and point the gun in the direction of living human beings and fire off. I've never done anything like that. Yeah, black men need to be accountable. Yeah, we look, we've done everything we've could, literally. Everything doesn't start with today when y'all have these discussions and these so-called debates and these arguments. If I had my motherfucking way, none of this shit would be happening. But hey, you know what? I'm the old nigga. I'm the angry Gen Xer. So really, what the fuck do I know? I mean, yeah, that kind of thing did start with our generation, and it evolved into what you see today, and those are just facts, But still, with me, my level of accountability is there. When you often butt heads with these types, and they say stuff like this, the usual shit that I talk about. Oh man, why you talk like that? Why you talk like a white boy? That's what I used to hear from these guys. Why are you not smoking weed in the high school bathroom with us, man? Man, he whack. He don't want to do none of that stuff. Yeah, them kind of guys. And then, one day, in the circle, one of them walks up to you, holding a baby and saying, "Meet Junior." It's just like, huh? This kind of early, ain't it? This is me around, my teenager days. It didn't happen very often. So, I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're normally in a classic African American two-parent home in a black neighborhood that although was not perfect, it ain't what some of these old Section 8 single mom neighborhoods are. I mean, shit, we mowed the lawn and the kids played with each other safely. I mean, some fights broke out, but hey, that's what it is. It was safe. So I mean, it's like this. It's like this. There is a class of black men that are out there that don't do dumb shit, that reject the idea and the notion of doing dumb shit. Whatever about the people on the screen, I'm just those are just caricatures that I'm using for a mentality that runs rampant. And Yeah, of course. It's shameful to, you know, uh myself and many of my associates who also don't go around doing dumb shit and taking care of theirs. What I'm saying is, why should I be responsible as a black man? You know, why is it this has to be an example of failed leadership? It's like you won't fucking listen. Like, but I'm not here to ask you or to tell you or to say that it's the best thing for you to listen to me. I'm not here to do that at all. I understand that's how y'all feel about us Gen Xers. We try to tell y'all what to do when we didn't do all that great ourselves. And in many cases that's true. What up, Donnie? I see you down there. Many, many cases it's true. I mean, nobody should tell you anything if you're doing okay. You know, you're not a dog. You're not somebody that you have to go be told where to shit. I mean, I'm sure you can find a bathroom or some shit like that, but it's like that. It's like that with some of us. With some of us others, we try to make sense of all this. But here's one thing. No, all that thug shit, all that what they call about that drill music, all these rappers getting killed. Hell, I ain't take responsibility for it when Tupac and Biggie got killed. And it's like, why should I? For what? What am I responsible for? Just because I'm a black man? I don't expect, and let me tell y'all something. I don't expect the sins of every black woman to fall at the feet of every black woman. If y'all understand that, I don't expect that shit at all. It's not fair because um, just like we as black men try to say that this is not all black men. I don't like not all, by the way. This is not all black men. This is them niggas over there. That becomes tedious. It's them niggas, dogs, them niggas over there, dogs, them niggas over there. Because everybody pointing the finger at each other. Shit, Pookie pointing the finger at us. Them niggas lame and whack. You know, I gotta call my mama because I'm going to jail. That's what them Pookies do. But anyway, I ain't trying to start up the Pookie versus the the level headed uh Gen Xer guy, whatever. But listen up, man. I'm not. It is. I don't believe that. I believe if if you've navigated through life and you've made enough sense to avoid being the product of stupid shit. I mean, even in circumstances that you can't help what your situation is, and you were able to rise above it, you should not take responsibility for the motherfuckers who couldn't. What for? What for? Why should I have to worry about uh someone else being a dumbass if it's a black man or a black male? Let's start, using proper context. Oh yeah, 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 especially we love to talk about this one around here, especially if you got pregnant by one. Oh, let's look at these articles that I pulled up. Because RPM post links and shit. Told y'all. Hold on. But shout out, man. Cool guy. Let me. All right. All right. Now, let me just say for the record that I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I don't know. And, I know that, uh, people in celebrity la la land, which basically these are where these guys are. That's why I have a small theory that may be why it's not working out with them guys over there because they're not like some of these others. They don't. Well, anyway, I read this headline right here. I found it interesting. I found the picture funny because I'm like, shit. Like, how, how in the world can you, uh, some of you, some of you B dubs out there, how in the world can you tell me that I need to be accountable for niggas like this when y'all getting pregnant by 'em? So, let's see how many he got pregnant. I'm sure it states this in this article. Um, I hate ads, but that's what you get on the internet. Say rapper Jay Fizzle. Yeah, very peculiar name. Says he has a gang of children. Rumors say as many as 22, and all of them have different mothers. That's why you can't say a fucking thing to me. And they can't say a fucking thing to many of you guys out there as well. The Paper Route artist, Paper Route, I guess that's the name of a song. Like I said, I have no idea who this guy is. And cousin of the late Young Dolph. Oh shit! So I hope you stay safe out there. I mean, them rappers been getting picked off like it ain't nothing. Like it's a is when it happened to Tupac and Biggie, it was earth shattering. It was shocking. It's like now it's like you hear about one every other month. It's like damn. And then sad part is you're wondering who's next. I just hope this young man. It'll be a waste of another life. That's all I'm saying. It said, "Oh, okay." He said, surrounded by over 30 sexily clad women. Jay Fizzle talking about his upcoming project, how he likes to be around women, and how he thinks his cousin is looking down on him, smiling. That's real sad. That's a heart wrenching. But I'm not complaining about women that choose to be around guys like these. I'm just trying to understand the logic. If it is what it is. If fellas out there, if there are women that choose to be around guys like that and then want to be his next baby mama, shit, that was just a whole big old bit of you know other elements telling you to leave that bitch alone. For real, for real. I mean, thank like I say from time to time, y'all need to be thanking Pookie for taking a lot of mistakes off of y'all hands. Shoot, man, she need to be with me. You don't want that to be with you. See, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this again. There are several billion people out there, and a lot of those are women. So I ain't trying to play no sounds, but I'm trying to look for a definite number here. Man, this whole thing is funny though. I'm just reading over it. This whole thing is funny. Said, let me just read this shit. Uh, Say when the host asked him what was the toughest transition coming into music full time, Jay Fizzle, revealed, learning street shit, you feel me. I got a lot of kids. I got like 14 plus up. So I am so tied into the streets. This shit hard. See? While he did not say it in this interview, many are saying he has 22 children. As he explained what 14 plus kids meant, the nigga can't count. Like, come on, man. Like, for real. The ladies giggled, and with one exclaiming, "Who? That's half of us." I mean, yeah. I mean, that's probably the smartest one out of all those women who was able to point that out. So let's give her a hand. The host asked him if he was done. Fizzle, yeah, this is blowing my mind right now. Replied, "You want me to be real? Nah, I ain't done." Oh God, it's really about long as you take care of them. It's all good, so that don't even matter. Yeah, it that's kind of true. Uh, Explain something to y'all. If they are in fact financially supporting the children adequately, that means that he is not a deadbeat. He could have 50 of the motherfuckers. If well, they're kids. I'm sorry, you know, explicit talk sometimes. But and people are like, oh man, that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. What are you doing with that many kids, man? If he had that many kids, it was that many women who decided to lay down with a dude that looked like this. And I really am above talking about dudes' looks, but I'm like, come on, this they picked this guy as the ideal baby daddy. That's it. The logic. That's all I'm talking about. Because you know how they love to do. Who what you saying stuff like that for? You trying to bash women? You bashing women? No, this is your fault. Think about it. People say don't judge a book by its cover. Bullshit. Sometimes I'm for real. Sometimes. Am I wrong for looking at a Hustler magazine in the back of a gas station and judging and saying, hey, I think there are nude girls in that book? And people are like, well, man, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. I'm like, bullshit. Sometimes you need to do that shit. Shoot, you need to keep it as real as effing possible. Oh, okay, but it ain't just about Jay Fizzle. It's about all these niggas. Let's go to the other article, the other link. And people like, oh, Kev, why you using rappers? Using a very small group of people. Not all black men. Not all. Not all. I know not all. God, you know. I'm just saying. No, I don't. I just made that up. I don't know if somebody's actually doing that. But look at the title of this article right here: 20 rappers with the most kids. I'm not saying that having a bunch of kids is wrong. In fact, I mean, think about it. Think about it. At the end of the day, that's one more chaste, uh, honest, uh, good girl, corrupted by a bunny up and a baby in the belly. I mean, shit. What the? I don't know. Shit. A lot of people say that they say lots of crazy stuff about single mothers. But there's a lot of true stuff being said too. So yeah, 20 rappers with the most kids. This is what they say black men should be accountable for. What all black men should be accountable for. All, I mean literally all. Meaning that you're gonna react one or two ways. Either you're gonna be ashamed, like, yeah, that is our fault, man. This make black men look so bad, or you're gonna be like me. I don't give a fuck. Like that's them. You lay down with them niggas. Did you ask? Did you assume he had no kids? I need to be accountable. Look. You got Flavor Flav up here. So let's just scroll down this. Uh, Chief Keef. Let's not start in on this dude. Said after court documents obtained by TMZ were revealed in 2018, rapper Chief Keef has fathered 9 children with multiple women. You know, according to the documents, the 4 most recent kids come from 4 different mothers over a 5-year span. Hmm. I really do wonder, do they ask that question? Do you have kids? How many baby mamas you got? I know you're a famous rapper. you know, and then when they get pregnant, oh, look what black men did to me. Shoot, well, that's the way they be making it sound. Sean Combs. Diddy, Puff Daddy, had 6 children with 3 different women. Um, in cases such as his, I mean, image is everything. I mean, y'all can say it's not okay all y'all want, but here he is smiling with all those kids. So I've never heard anything negative about Diddy's fatherhood. It's kind of like and a lot of people disagree because they want me to shame guys like Nick Cannon because he has what 10 children. Is if you got the money, definitely. Just like I was saying with that Jay Fizzle guy, if you got the money, I mean, definitely you can definitely support the kids. And then if you're a man and you have the money, based on the structure of the family court system, you're gonna have to pay, unless you want to be, a deadbeat, labeled a deadbeat, but I understand and empathize that there are many men out there that have troubled situations. That's why it does make sense to uh, vet who you have children with, because a lot of these, as you can see by these examples, many women will have a baby by a dude that has like 8 other baby mamas, and that shit doesn't make any damn sense. So, but in the case of Sean Combs, I mean, definitely has enough money to do whatever he wants to do. Ice Cube has 5 children with Kimberly Woodruff, who he's been married since 1992. So he doesn't count. But at the same time, he does count because he's an example of a family man that has his shit together. He has taken care of his shit. Period. It's what it is. People hated on him because they was like, oh, he talked to Trump. Oh, this is what he did. He talked to Trump. And was trying to ignore the context of what this man was actually trying to do. Shame on y'all for that. Shame on whoever. I mean, I'm not saying it's the people that are in the chat right now. What I'm saying is that for the people who did it, shame on y'all. Every time a black man try to help is met with some stupid pushback. You got this man who a whole family man, got all his kids by the same woman, and has done extremely well for himself, and has created generational wealth for his children, and for many people who was getting started in Hollywood, for instance, people like Lisa Ray. So yeah, yeah. So his example does need to be reflected on. I've had some negative examples, but he is a very, very positive example. But he's a rapper, so I mean that doesn't mean anything. Ultimately, he was probably the smartest, besides Dre, the smartest one out of NWA. So there he is. Big ups to Ice Cube. And speaking of NWA and Dr. Dre, here he is. Dr. Dre has 7 kids with 5 different women. You know why? Because he's famous and he has buku bucks. I seriously doubt he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put these seeds in these women. He was like, that. No, I'm just not gonna take care of them because I'm damn near a billionaire. I mean, come on, for real. He got it. Dude got it. Well, like his son could be an R&B singing group though. Like, and then he had a son that passed away. So yeah, sorry about that. Rest in peace, young man. T.I. T.I. has 6 children with 3 different women. Uh, yeah. Let's see. Born 2000. He had 2 baby mamas in 2001 because he's serious. Getting serious, man. Yeah. 6 children with 3 different women. I mean, this is since this is like uh, the relevance is this. These are black men, and they want to be able to shame us and use celebrity examples. Like, know this: celebrities are a special case. So celebrities are a special case because it's likely that they do have the money. So I'm not making excuses for any of this. This still is what it is. I mean, niggas got kids. Fetty Wap, 7 kids with 6 different women. I think he's lost a child as well. Let's speed through this. Oh, Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav has 7 children with 3 different women. And no, they're not. They. Nah, I was gonna make a horrible joke. I'll just keep that. But yeah, this man had a whole reality show with several seasons of women trying to win him over. I'm trying to make a point here. I'm trying to make a point here. Yeah, DMX, rest in peace. DMX has 15 children with 9 different women. And what you saw at, like, if you want to talk about media presence and public image, DMX is probably uh the I mean and he was a victim. I mean, it's like people say that being a victim is a we context being a victim is a bad thing, but he, he he made a mistake. He was tricked into something that changed his life forever. It's very unfortunate, but 15 children by 9 different women. That's that what it is with, like, famous guys. In the case of rappers who just so happen to be famous guys, is there's this power dynamic. It's kind of this just I use this term very loosely. It's kind of an alpha male dynamic. You say, women are drawn to the alpha. They're drawn to the guy who uh, that people are buying their CD off of out of the record store. It is just like that. So yeah, 15 children with 9 different women. That's a life decision. That's a life decision for any woman that gets pregnant by this guy. And this, like I said, rest in peace. But Joseph Simmons has 7 children by 2 different women. Well, by today's standards, it's not that bad. Uh, like, yeah, as Rev Run, Easy E had 9 children by at least 6 different mothers. Wow. Before he checked out. And I mean, compared to the scale of the living rappers, Easy E wasn't. I mean, Easy E probably had a 5, 6 year peak, like before he died. I don't know. Maybe that's being generous, saying 5, 6 year peak. Maybe it was a 4 year peak. I mean, especially if you remember, like, I don't even think he was part of World Class Wrecking Crew. I think when he joined the group, it was NWA. I don't know. I may have my facts wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat if you like. The Dream has 8 children with 4 different women. That nigga wasn't even that famous. Guess no matter. He probably went in everywhere talking about I'm the Dream. Lauryn Hill. They got a woman on here. 6 children with 2 different men. Now, what I said about Rev Ron, I said about 2 different folks is not that bad by today's standard. Uh, you know, hey, it happens. But that family pic. I'm wondering how recent is that. They look pretty happy. Somebody that this is a recording artist that has I don't know. She one shotted it. She was Ultra Instinct with one album. We still talking about her today. Legendary. Shoot, but hey, I'm getting too much away from the topic. This. I mean, just just trying to make a point here. Is people do shit because they want to do shit. It's not the responsibility of a black man to tell you to stop. But they got some positive examples in here, and those should be highlighted as well. So let me get out of here. Mm. So all right, all right. She says she's F in F. Let me look through. Let me look through some of the comments. All right, Donnie. Kind of went on of a rant here, and hopefully y'all have. To everyone that is watching, please hit that like button. It's for the algorithm. It's for the algorithm. Yeah. RPM said, "Yep, I respect Q. Yeah, I respect the hell out of the man. He tried. I respect anyone that tried, because black men who've tried throughout history, uh, it those are men who put their lives on the line for us, and we get so much pushback and stupid shit uh, thrown at us for it. And I mean, I guess that it goes with the territory. So that's why we have to look at the sacrifices that black men did make as thankless. But I guess this is why I have the attitude I have, because of the actual thanks that a lot of these guys got. So what I'm saying is, don't be laying all this stupid ass Negro shit at our feet, because a lot of us tried to get y'all not to do that shit. A lot of us did, and we were met with a lot of pushback, uh, and insults, and just all around BS. So take responsibility for yourselves, people. They all know. They all think they have the same gold coochie to change him. Yeah, yeah. See, hybrid catastrophic impact. Shoot. Like I said, nigga ain't looking down on nobody. Shoot, I'm not looking down on these folks. I mean, if you want to, I mean, I ain't looking down on people. I mean, but you just have to ask me to, take accountability of for what another motherfucker does. I just believe that's going to be impossible, especially for someone like me. They want the men that's about action positive to take accountability for the idiots, so the community, don't have to. It's a dirty ass trick that no longer works, and that's why they are mad. Thing is, what I was trying to say is, if you make kids with a certain archetype, then that was a bold decision. That was a bold decision. That should not have to be laid at my feet. I mean, I'm here with mine. I'm raising mine. I mean, and there are plenty of examples of black men out there who do the same damn thing. They take care of theirs, and that should be acknowledged. Let's. I mean, instead of complaining about stereotypes, I would say, instead of complaining about stereotypes, we should do everything to uh, reset the image for the black man. I mean, through these types of conversations, these types of topics that are being discussed through these podcasts. It ain't always got to be about. And I know I'm beating a dead horse right now, but this feels like an obligatory line, that it ain't always got to be about women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you are a heterosexual man, it's kind of hard not to talk about women. I would say that, but it doesn't have to be the subject each and every time. I mean, talk about what you want to talk about, and if that's how you connect with your audience, that's then by all means go ahead. Who am I at the end of the day? I can only do what works for this channel. Shoot, some folks, but let's see. Easy E was sacrificed. Easy E had HIV in the same era of Magic Johnson, yet there was nothing that could be done. Dude wasn't broke. Shit. Yeah, many would say that Easy E was murdered by it was all kinds of conspiracy theories out there. Like Suge Knight did it. He got injected with HIV. I would say like yeah, he did die too quickly. He died too quickly. I mean, it was something that one of the members of Bone pointed out. It was like he one day he was healthy, and then like a couple months later he gone. There's something going on with that. So something ain't right here. So exactly, that is a really good point, hybrid. Cortez Smith, exactly. Anyone who knows about AIDS know nobody ever has ever died that fast. Dane One says the dream is super paid for the songs he wrote. He's still spending umbrella money. Hmm. Yeah, man. But let me show y'all something real quick. Just some crazy shit. You know, this is the kind of niggas that y'all choose as black male leadership when you do choose a leader. And let me read this crazy shit to y'all. Um, Nigerian prophet Odumechi. Hope I said that right. For any of y'all that know that language and know how to pronounce that, if I just butchered it, I do apologize. But then again, hey, no one is perfect. Nigerian prophet Odumeji shows off the belt he won after defeating Satan in an international spiritual warfare championship. According to the prophet, he he went alone to hell and fought Satan behind closed doors. Man, I'm making people leave the broadcast. Yeah, but that shit crazy. It's like I'll read. I was like, oh, let me talk about this on the broadcast real quick. They say when they lay it at the feet of black men. Is this what some of them are talking about? I get the whole church thing. A lot of people went to church. A lot of people, a lot of families. It's a time honored tradition going to church um, every Friday, Wednesday, Sunday, just whenever. But oh, what up, Donnie?
What up, fam? How you living?
Yeah, what's going on?
Living my best life. So let me clear up one thing off top.
Yeah,
Um, HIV will take your ass in a heartbeat. Well, HIV AIDS, because AIDS isn't what really kills you. AIDS wipes out your immune system. It's a
yeah,
secondary disease that'll come and kick your ass.
yeah. Like pneumonia. Like if you don't have an immune system built up to fight it, you gone.
Right. Like, prime example, there's an individual that who had, and because
Donnie, you're Borgin.
that bitch inside of a week.
Hey, could you repeat that? You was Borgin.
I said, it's a certain individual, and because she has cancer, and she had HIV. It ravaged her inside of a week from her finding out that she had cancer. She went from a cough to I'm not really feeling well to dead inside of really a 7-8 day period.
Mm. That's a deadly combination. Like the undefeated tag team champions right there. Oh, I mean, not joking about someone's death. Or, rest in
She ended
peace.
up catching HIV or HIV. She ended up catching cancer and died 2 weeks later. So you have to imagine the exponential rate that a virus like AIDS will do to you. You don't have anything to fight it. It's just whooping your ass.
No,
It's
no,
somebody
not at
coming
all.
and punching you in the face, and you don't have the ability to put your hands up and guard. That's all it really is.
Hmm. They ain't one. Magic had HIV. Easy had AIDS. AIDS is when your T cell count is below 250. Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, but just as a whole, I did want to hop on because I had something to say about these rappers with these kids. Um, it's all greatly irresponsible.
You said they were still deadbeats.
Yeah,
I
they're
saw
still
I saw that in
deadbeats.
the chat.
It's all greatly irresponsible. They're still deadbeats. Reason being, you were a father. I know. I've talked to you. I have witnessed you glow on the phone about your child. When you talk about your child, you absolutely beam with pride. Oh, she's doing this. Oh man, we were doing this and this happened and that happened and then this happened. This is an experience you have because you are an active father who lives in the home with her on a daily basis with her mother. Can you tell me that you would have the same experience with your child if you had seven of them? You didn't live with them. They all had different houses in different parts of the valley. Sure, they
Mm.
may want for nothing, but there is nothing like being tired as shit and your child hopping in the bed with you at 6 in the morning, telling you, Daddy, I am sick. I'm cold. I don't feel good.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, it's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing like every little thing wrong with your child. When you are a present parent, your 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 instinct goes off the charts because you really want the kid to be okay, whatever's wrong with her, or for those of y'all with sons, whatever's wrong with him is So I know what you're talking about on that.
Right. So there is a difference between the dynamic of it didn't work out. It I wasn't capable of making this relationship work out because that's understandable. Shit happens, right? But then there's also the dynamic of, well, fuck it. I have no intention of staying with you, but I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the club up and bitch because I want 45 kids with weird ass fucking name like the Abba children.
Said the Olive Children.
The Abba, what it was, Frank Zappa, uh,
Oh,
all the
oh, oh! You talking about his kids?
yeah.
Talking about Moon Unit, Dweezil.
There you go. And now you have Nick Cannon with his kids named Power and Obsification and
Oh
Wild and
God!
Out, whatever the fuck you got them named as.
He named them kids that kind of shit, man.
Yeah, they don't have normal names. It's like Copper Cannon, uh, uh, fucking Armin Cannon, like just stupid shit. Like, come on, you niggas is playing games.
Yep.
When you have kids like that, that is a tribute to your vanity. Nick Cannon is a motherfucker who climbed out the slums and made it. However, having that many baby mamas, you ain't shit. And
Mm.
it goes for a lot that there's a lot of women who are dealing with this and that type of dynamic, and they're fucking niggas and lining up to be baby mamas to niggas who aren't even in Nick Cannon's wealth range. I can understand the mindset and the feminine intelligence that would say Nick Cannon has multiple millions of dollars. If I'm capable of becoming his baby mama, maybe even a favorite baby mama with kids that he has and kids that he's like, oh shit, he could be the next me or take on my legacy, there's a payday in that for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are women who are doing this for nothing. Well, um, Lil Murda had a hit single 5 years ago. You never know though. He could blow up. He be at the clubs kicking it. You see, he got him the new Charger every year. Yeah, bitch, it's called a lease.
Man, but like the point I was trying to make was it's like if you are a deadbeat, that means that you're not paying or none present. But I
What'd you
see
say?
what
If you were a deadbeat, what now?
if you're deadbeat, you're not paying as well as your non-presence with that child.
I, I,
Um,
there's parents who can afford to pay. They're just deadbeats.
mm.
For
But
that
what does
matter,
but
there are husbands in a relationship with their wife living in the same household that are still deadbeats.
okay? Yeah, I get that too. But what is the law definition though? What does the law consider a deadbeat?
I don't think that there is a lawful definition of deadbeat. I think deadbeat is the term of slang. Now, I think there is the definition of a father who is in arrears for child support.
Uh, yeah, yeah. In that context, it says that a father who owes money to his former wife to help raise their children, but does not pay it.
Now, where did you get that language from? Former
No,
wife.
say what? Former wife? No, this is Google. I googled it on my phone. I mean, I could, let me see if I pull it up on the screen so everybody can see that I'm not, full of shit. So,
Well,
uh,
I think all the listeners know Kev is not full of shit. We all
yeah,
know Kev
yeah,
is
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
very well balanced individual. So let me say that for the record.
yeah, see, but I get what you're saying, man. It's like not all like there's a lot of people who are deadbeats and very well see their children every day.
Yeah,
So I mean, I get that, but it's just let's see,
I
man,
won't even be on the.
man, they ain't pull up the same thing. They ain't pull up the same. I'm gonna show it to y'all anyway, but they didn't pull up the same definition.
I don't even want to say that they can't see their children on a daily basis. They don't make the attempt to see their kids. There's a difference, right? You may have it be a father that is working on in Texas, right? Working on oil rigs. Don't they work like 6 months out the year?
I believe so.
So
Very
that father
dangerous
is
stuff.
busting his balls in a dangerous position to make sure that his kids are great. That father is the A1 father in my book. But there are fathers who come home every day and stiff arm the kid and go to the Xbox, stiff arm the kid and go to Facebook, stiff arm the kid and fuck with the mom and get some pussy and get some Hennessy and ignore their children. There's
Mm.
no reason that a child should be in his father's life and he's never, I don't know, played catch with his father, had the conversation with his father that he needs to have to develop as a man, and the father is there every day.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, yeah,
That,
yeah.
that
Being a parent, yeah, I would say it's just more than just being in the house.
when I
Go ahead.
Yeah, when I get up in the morning, I be tired of the motherfucker. You know what I do? I be fucked up, delirious from sleep. I
Yeah.
still get up and make his little ass, brush his teeth, cook him a little breakfast. Bow, hey, I love you, daddy. Mwah. We watch T Rex Ranch. We play a little bit. We do some shit. I drop his ass off in school. Then I go right the fuck to sleep and die until he's off. Wake up, be fresh and renewed for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Right? That's the dynamic I'm talking about. Right? But you have fathers who can't be there because they working they ass off,
Yeah.
slaving to make sure their kid has what they need. I'm not talking about that individual. I'm talking about the motherfucker who has the ability to be in his house and doesn't give a fuck. Nick Cannon had the ability. He split from Mariah. Cool. Okay, he had the ability to be in them kids' life. Instead, he made how many is he had? 9, 10 kids?
Yeah, I think he's like at 10 kids. And let me explain something about that. The ability for these guys to impregnate women like this. I think they're seeking power.
Yeah,
Because it's like a lot of us were raised to believe that if we were cool, or if we were able to conquer the female vagina, I would say that having all these, having kids, and having all these sex with these women were somehow a conquest. But
Kev, you know me.
yeah,
Just like you said, I'm 35. You know me. You know my history. I could have had kids spread over the whole fucking continental United States of America.
shit, the
And
world.
then these countries, what kind of father would that make me?
Yeah,
A
yeah,
piss
yeah,
poor one.
yeah,
A
yeah.
piss poor fucking father.
Pretty fucked up guy.
I had the, you know how many, Atlanta especially, I had threesomes with bitches. Oh, lesbians. We want you to be our baby daddy. Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay. Oh, okay. Bitch, you're not finna catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Why you putting on a condom? Well, I'm gonna pull it off last minute. It just, I don't know. It just feels the same to me. Yeah, just in case. I'm a,
I wouldn't even. I mean, you did enough to where you still got what you want. I probably wouldn't even have been like that. I'd be like, well, and I mean that's happening. But before, when I speak of stuff like this, I'm talking about before marriage. I've had one talking about some, you know, impregnate me, and then made all these promises like, I won't, you don't have to take care of the child or whatever. I just don't want a child at this point. Well, you ain't gotta think about this child's existence. I say I'm not that kind of person. And then that's bullshit anyway, because once desperation hits that person, then here they come. You know, that
right.
yeah. So at the end of the day, it goes back to what I was saying about not doing stupid shit.
It, even doing stupid shit. If you protect yourself, you good to go. You are
Yeah.
absolutely like if you made it a point to be like, nah, you bitch, you're not finna okey doke me, because I'm telling you, I condom, bitch, nah, and bitch, go for it. Oh, okay, I had a let me see, I was 18 in Rocky Point. Rocky Point is a coastal region of Mexico. We used to go there as kids. 18. I met a little Hispanic chick. She was dark skinned. Met her in the club. I'm like, oh yeah, she finna go down. We get back to the room. I don't believe in condoms. Come again? No condom. No, no, no. I don't believe in condoms. What do you mean? I'm Catholic. Nah. Oh, then we can't have sex. Huh? We can't have sex. No.
You say I don't believe in sex with women that don't believe in condoms.
Yeah. Nah, bitch. I'm cool. I'm Catholic. Bitch, what? So what you fucking for? Oh, wait. So you willing to go
She
fifty
said she
percent of fucking?
Catholic. Man,
Yeah.
look, I've seen some people say some weird shit about being Catholic, and I have to
You
stop
you,
them in
you
their
was raised
tracks.
Catholic, wasn't you?
Yeah, I have to stop them in their tracks. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That has nothing to do with being Catholic. Shoot, folks is stupid.
Bitches will make excuses in order to get you pregnant. It's been times I I done seen bitches try to trick me on all kind of occasions. I used to POF. POF was a bomb ass app. You could knock a broad down, meet her. Hey, what's going on? Go knock her down. Met the bride, knocked her down with a condom. She tried to be like, yeah, you can just you can pull the condom off. I'm safe. I'm good. I got up to go use the bathroom. When she said the shit, let me just go check. Let me go investigate. She got doctor prescribed prenatal vitamins in the bathroom. What does that tell you?
Oh, she trying to get, or no, you say prenatal? She already pregnant.
Correct. Ask her, what you got prenatal? My hair was falling out because of birth control, so they gave me prenatal vitamins. Bitch, you could have went and got Centrum, nigga. You could have got some over the top shit. Okay. I'm supposed to just go okay to that. No, I'm cool. I'm cool. I am not the one. But niggas will take these life risks in any situation in order to have you fucked up. It's not gonna be me, because if I can't have agency over my child, there is no child. I will be damned to have a kid and his mama be a hood rat.
Yeah. I would say my logic is I just didn't want to put myself in a situation where it could be possible that another man is raising my child. So to to at least make a good choice in who I mean shit happens. I'm not look for whoever's watching out there. I'm not looking on the fact down on the fact that you have a kid and you're not married, and some of these guys try to do their damnedest to have a relationship with their kid. And you're probably a man who doesn't go around doing stupid shit all the time. You just living life. So that I don't want people to believe that I'm just putting down motherfuckers just to put them down, but it's just that when, like I said, when you see an epidemic of young men with no guidance that do horrible things to each other, and that kind of thing is laid at the feet of guys like myself and Donnie, then I'm gonna push back and I'm gonna say stuff like, no, no, that's not me. I don't go around thinking that is a good idea to take someone's life. You can miss me with that bullshit. Yeah.
That's a fact. The majority of women who are in this position either wanted to be a single mother or they were in a position to have sex with a man. The man told them, well, I don't like using a condom. They had no other form of birth control. They knew the possibility of them getting pregnant. And they said, well, he's a good dude. Even if it happens somewhere in their mind, they said this, even in the subconscious, they said, we could be a family. And that's where they took the L. They took the L on some stupid shit because they took stupid risk.
Motherfuckers have like these always be the motherfuckers that be in the low income neighborhoods, but they always got a Disney film on standby. They believe
To
in that
raise
shit. Monsters to men. So, see. Cortez Smith. Single motherhood is a choice. They know when they're ovulating. Well, Donnie, are you trying to say something? Good, I can't. Or you just stop talking. Oh, okay. I hear you in the background. But anyway,
okay,
yeah.
yeah, nah. Yeah, these bras like using these Disney films to try and glamorize the foolishness. The reality is it's a no. You see it all the time, and you see these period pieces. Motherfucker, I'll be passing through somewhere. They ain't fuck this bitch. Yeah, they didn't have no condoms back in the day. And then you come back, you see a little kid. It's a village full of motherfuckers with I don't know, we'll say blonde hair, and it's the only motherfucker there with black hair. How that happen? Hmm. Hmm. You was trying to bust a nut, not worried about the consequences. This is
Mm-hmm.
why the old language in these religions is don't have sex until you're married. Why? Because fucking will produce a child, and then you look like a crazy bitch. I. This is why I'm a prime. Well, I don't want to get too much into it because I know that you are a faithful believer. But in my opinion, Mary was a hoe. Mary was out here fucking. Mary told the nigga, "Hey, listen, this is an immaculate conception." Well, but she was a virgin. No, Mary was fucking with a nigga who had a little dick.
Well, according to my Catholic beliefs, we are to believe that Mary is a virgin. Virgin Mary. We say in the Hail Mary prayer, Virgin Mary, Mother of God. I'm one that has stated recently, and I believe I discussed this with you. I do believe in something that's greater than myself. I just happen to believe that the story might have went another way.
Well, I'll say this: uh, Jesus de Cristo uh, had an affinity for whores. There's a reason.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, he was a man. What I'm saying, he was in a human skin. Is a biological imperative. I mean, that may
and
that may offend some, but
it's
it is
funny
what it is.
if you look at the Mormon religion, which is the funniest religion to me, and in a lot of ways, the Mormon have rewritten that book, and they have uh, I think it's 30 some odd, whatever it is. It's called the Pearl of Great Price. So that book is the
Nah,
oh
didn't he? No, wasn't that book like written by some guy that went up into the mountain and said that Jesus came down and gave me these books, extra books for the Bible?
yeah. So Joseph Smith was a con artist, known con artist at the time. He went and he had some gullible dude with him, and he found a tablet, and the tablet he was able to decipher via some kind of inscription or some kind of magic from whatever the angel was, and he couldn't replicate it after it was transcribed because the dude kind of had a wife that kind of was like, "Hey, listen, nigga, tell him you lost the old transcriptions and you need to start anew and see what he says." And motherfucker was like, "Oh no, I prayed over this. God said we got to start a new book. It's going to be the exact same thing, but it's going to be slightly different." Fucking hilarious. But um, in their religion, the belief is God sent no yeah God came down and had sex with, like, physically transformed into a man, like the Romans and the Greeks, and he fucked Mary, and then as a result, Christ the King was born. And then, after Jesus died and was resurrected, he flew into heaven. But it wasn't quite heaven. He flew across from Europe and then landed in America, and taught all the white Native Americans, who were very suspiciously similar to the Romans, that he was Christ. And the war broke out, and um, all of those, I think they're Nephites. I can't quite remember what they are, but the white pure Christians died, and what was left was the dark skin, and their whole religion is essentially based on white and delightsome is pure and innocent, and if you're any shade of dark and lesser, you are either part of the angels that defected, or the defected from what Jesus was teaching. So
Okay.
it's dark skin is evil, white skin is light, and if you make it into heaven, you are black, you will become white and delightsome.
That man said Jesus ascended to America.
I mean, that's essentially what it is. Um,
Oh shit,
I
man,
went
they
to
were
school
so
with a
full
bunch
of
of these motherfuckers.
themselves, man. They was so full of themselves,
Yeah,
and that's why I
the
don't like them, man, motherfuckers.
what was
Especially
it?
them back then. They didn't even know
It,
how
it
to
was
bathe.
Jesus had a war versus Lucifer. They call him Saint Lucifer. The war hit. Uh, After the war, the ones who stayed neutral were dark. The ones who were anti Jesus were demons. If I remember correctly. So yeah, that's the dynamic there.
Mm. Yeah, RPM. Yeah, he said he believed blacks are cursed to be dark by God.
Yeah, yeah. White and delightsome. That is the term that they use.
Yeah, I guess they cursed. I guess they cursed white women into liking big dicks too. Goddamn. No, I'm just playing. But D Scott, thank you for the super chat. Um, says, "Yo, really appreciate the support." Yeah, still, yeah. I mean, yeah. When it comes to like a lot of these, I don't know, man made doctrines. Like, I mean, technically, all of them are man made because it was delivered by a man unto the people. Like Mormons, Jehovah Witness. I don't know. I just have this really cruel theory about Jehovah Witness. If you are a Jehovah Witness, and you're watching this program, hopefully, I'm sorry if you become offended by this, what I'm about to say, but it just seems to me that your religion was concocted by a person with no friends. because the whole ideal of isolation down to 144,000 people to me is ridiculous.
Well, so with the Jehovah Witnesses, because I dated a girl that was Jehovah Witness, and I used to fuck with her all the time. And from her, I learned about their religion. And then, and, I researched it. I think the dude who created it, he was found out it was fraud. And he was speculating on what I believe is the rapture. And it didn't
Yeah,
happen. It's like the 7 Day Adventist. But I
yeah,
fuck with the Jehovah Witnesses all the time when I talk to them, because I tell them I can feel it. I'm one of the 144, and they always are like, no, 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 you're not. No, no, I feel it. I'm
yeah,
there.
yeah. In the book of Revelation, the rapture is supposed to be God calling 144,000 souls up to heaven. Uh, to be specially selected, and they've made up all kinds of crazy stuff like these would be the people who have the special privileges in the which again presents a caste system even in the afterlife.
In an extreme way. And one of the things I used to always tell my ex was, it's 144. So in the last year alone, there was 144,000 people born that are probably on an angelic level. We have billions of people left on this earth. Are you telling me 144,000 people are not heavenly enough to get into heaven currently? There's people who are out here fucking not feeding themselves to feed the homeless, doing all this. And you're telling me that since whatever the time period of the Bible, these motherfuckers are running through. So why 140? That seems like that's very selective and pure. Yeah, you're right. It's a caste system. I always tell these
A
motherfuckers when I
caste
meet them,
system
no,
in
I'm one of the 144. No, you're not. Yeah, I am. How do you not know?
a caste system in the great beyond. How dare they suggest such a crazy, crazy thing?
These people made it into heaven, and the rest of us have to sit and die in agony and basically sit in the casket with withering bodies until the coming of the Christ. What about people who were fucking cremated? Are you telling me that their family's doing them some disservice? We need to have a talk about this. Are there anybody in the chat that's Jehovah Witness, or at least brought up that way? I got questions. Why can't you niggas get presents?
Man, I didn't like it because and I mean it's whatever on this. I didn't like it because it seemed to me like I had family members that were Jehovah Witness. That it separated you from your family.
Yeah,
Intentionally, it separates you from basically anybody that could have been a benefit to you because you don't believe in the same things.
I would rather you become a Scientologist, because at the very least with the Scientology program, you can get rich, nigga. I, I don't know many motherfuckers who's more Jehovah Witnesses who's making movies. Wait a minute. Let's have that conversation. Are there any Jehovah Witness Tom Cruises out there?
The man RPM said I'm in the Jehovah Witness protection program. They can't come on my porch either.
Well, no, I don't fuck with y'all. The whole dynamic of
Uh,
religion is strange.
the Mormons too that approach my door. I don't fuck with them either. It's like they'll ring the doorbell and then here come the wife. Somebody at the door. Somebody at the door. I'm like, all right, let me go see who it is. They ring the doorbell again. Then I answer the door. Then there's a couple Mormons. Would you like to talk about the coming of Jesus Christ? And I was like, nah, I'm good. Like,
I ain't gonna
I'm
hold you.
sure, huh?
I'm a horrible person. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a horrible person. I used to fuck out the Mormons when they come through. We used to have it used to be a phone call or a text that was sent through, and they let you know the Mormons was coming through. I am a horrible fucking person. I got this from my grandfather. My grandfather used to wait until the Mormons was in the neighborhood, to start trying to do house projects and shit. And he would answer the door and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Y'all doing what now?" The, so so with this book, y'all do this, man. I would love to talk to y'all about this, but I'm doing some shit right now. I'm doing this, and they would come in the house and start fucking helping them, and his ass would let them do all this shit. He'd be listening to them. Yeah, okay, oh, okay, and then
Man,
ignore the fuck out of them after that. That was a shiesty, hilarious nigga.
man, shit, I was smart. Put it to good use. How dare you come to my house uninvited for some reason? So shit. I mean, I would say it was smart. He probably got that house straight in no time.
Man, he had some renters in the house. They fucked the whole house up. He was his goofy ass. He'll go over there. He doing spackling shit. Come out to the door. He got a little speck on his ass. Oh yeah, I'm doing this. Got them in the house. It was two of them. They was on a bicycle. They came in there. They helped him do the whole house about 8 hours. He was like, yeah, yeah, they used to come by the fucking house all the goddamn time with Reese's Pieces and like little what are Rice Krispie treats, all kind of cookies, all kind of shit. He eat them motherfuckers up and be like, yeah, I'm working, but I'll see if we can go down there. Never will fucking show up.
I mean, shit. That's really the way to do it. I mean, shoot, if you ask me, I commend them all day, every day for that. Yeah, man. But let me ask you a question. How do you feel about the scourges of the community? The gangstified, pookerized black male. As far as his contribution to the destruction that the community is receiving. Um, but how responsible and accountable do you feel? Do you feel as if your leadership failed these young men who are misguided and act like they don't know how to fucking act?
So here's what I'll say. Gangsters, there's a cap on that. There's a dynamic to that. There are people who are street certified people. There are people who are um, without option. I don't really harbor any ill will towards them because I feel like they don't know any better. I guess the Bible says, babes and fools, and I live by that in my secular atheist type life. There are people who are babes and fools, but the moment you become cognizant of what the reality is, then you have a duty to move accordingly. Um, I think the majority of the problem is that we are in a race, and or less of a race. There's games on that are on all these social media devices where it's like it's little cheap ass, like a little player is running, and as it's running it goes through different portals, and the portal can exponentially create more of the people, or it can decrease them or whatever, and it's going through these barriers. That's how I see the dynamic of life. I see the dynamic of life is fools exponentially increasing. um you know what, there's a movie, prime example, Idiocracy. You ever seen it?
Yeah.
Right, so the neuroscientist, the doctor, they keep talking about how they are waiting for the time to be right. They're waiting for this dynamic, for that, because they want the perfect setup. Meanwhile, there's Jed, who is the high school quarterback, fucking dumb as a box of rocks. He keeps impregnating these stupid ass women, and they're exponentially multiplying. And as a result, you know, whenever they do wakes up in the future, the world is stupid. They're using Powerade in terms of water instead
Yeah.
of water.
Yeah, the water plants. Well, to feed the plants, fucking uh
Right.
yeah, drinks.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a stupid dynamic, but we are working against the grain because there are so many hood rats, and the hood rat culture is so prevalent. It's a hard fucking battle to fight. All you can really do is make sure that you and yours are on point, because it's almost guaranteed that the rest of the people around them are going to be fuck ups.
And that's some sad shit. And people fight to be this way, you know. And they blame men like us for the way they're being. And this is one thing that I always say, they try to charge us with saving this motherfucker, but they keep destroying it. My suggestion is don't waste your time. Live your life. Do what you got to do to protect you and yours, and fuck the rest of these folks. They don't want to act right.
On
Fuck
a
them.
boat, it's termites on a boat. Every little bit of patches that I do, there's a new patch, because these termites are on the boat, eating through the boat. And rather than clean out the problem, right, get rid of the termites, then fix the boat, motherfuckers are constantly patching this boat. And the termites are consistently reproducing to where you're gonna lose the battle. You only have one person fixing the boat, then you get to two, maybe you get to 10 people fixing the boat, but you have thousands of fucking termites. This motherfucker hit on anyway. You have thousands of termites eating away at the boat. It's only so much you can do.
Hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. They only realize what's about to happen.
There's individuals in my life that I've had to let go because they've become part of the termite population. So I know there's going to be a time and point where they call me and they ask for help, and unfortunately, my response has become nothing I can do for you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, it wasn't your responsibility to begin with, and if you're helping those who won't help themselves, that automatically becomes enabling. Like I said, that's like trying to set up something in the middle of a violent hood for them to do besides, shoot at each other and do all kinds of destructive shit. And they tear the motherfucker up anyway.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the dynamic of the projects. The project, you have certain individuals in there with their wife. They live there paying regular rent, and it may be, let's say, there's 5 families out of a project building with 100 families. Out of the 5 families, there's 5 families with the father who's there working to pay the bills and everything else. So you have raised your children in this project because you can't leave that project, and they have, you know 95 other kids there that are essentially unwatched, unhelped, everything else. So your kid is listening to you. He's learning from you. He's understanding that that's not the route he wants to take, but it looks so much fun when he gets 13, 14, 15, 16, and the hottest girl in the projects comes from a hood rat family, and she's out till 1 in the morning. Nigga, I I remember having to be at the house when the fucking street lights was on.
mm,
How many kids are out there that are looking at the street lights come on and going, oh well, my mama's still not home. My mama don't give a fuck. My mama ain't gonna do nothing. It's a hard battle to fight.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's what my mom did for me. That's what my parents did for me. Once that street light came on, that was it. It's over with.
I
You know.
remember seeing the street lights coming on, like, oh shit, that street light came on, and pedaling like I was fucking an Olympian bike racer, like on that motherfucker, going, trying to beat the streetlights home and hope, pray. My mama was watching something and didn't realize the streetlights was on.
Okay, so you got lucky.
Shit. mad like mom. Oh shit! I gotta go, y'all. And the other kids out. We playing, horse, some shit. It's basketball, horse. Or let's say some girls out there. Motherfucker, after I left, it was hide and go get it.
Yeah.
Do you know how many girls? Let me see. I was in no. I had to be older. It was a girl. I always thought she was an attractive girl. Cute, very cute girl. Um, we were probably in sixth grade when I met her, and I had a conversation with her years later, and she said she wasn't a virgin at that point. Do you know how that it blew my mind?
Hmm. She wasn't a virgin.
Was not a virgin, and
Oh God.
I also was not a virgin at that point, because so and I've talked about this before. When I was a small child, basically, I was with a girl, and we were being babysat. And I'm sure my mother and my parents had no idea, but she wasn't a virgin, and we got in trouble and we got locked in the room on quote unquote timeout. And she showed me a world of things, right? Uh, but after that fact, it wasn't like I was fucking every weekend or doing anything like that. I like I had no real concept of what I was doing and what had happened, but she knew very much what she was doing, right? It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't until I was 16 till it was like, oh no, this is a free for all, right? But having the knowledge that I have now, that's a level of insanity that can only doom a people.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I keep doing the same bull crap over and over again. Ugh, I don't know. And then we see what we coming up with today. We're seeing the products and the results of said choices. Oh, I'm trying to tell like good brothers out there, brothers who, I mean, we're not perfect. We're not. We're not perfect. We're not. And I'm also not saying that people who make mistakes are less than because if you're a human being, you've made mistakes. What I'm saying is a lot of this stuff is totally avoidable, but yet people choose to do so anyway, no matter how stupid or how dangerous or how detrimental it may be to not only themselves but other people too.
The
So
bar is
what?
consistently dropping.
Say what?
The bar is consistently dropping.
Yeah.
The bar drops every year. Remember, when we were kids, right? You're a little bit older than me, so this is the time frame between you and me. If she was pregnant, that little motherfucker would disappear.
Oh yeah. She had other shit to do. Yeah. But anyway, I got an announcement to make, y'all. I don't know if there's they were mad at something I said, saying that, I'm not gonna take responsibility for the stupid shit that other motherfuckers do. Or, they might be mad at Donnie for some reason, for just showing up. Because, believe it or not, there are people out there that are like that. They just don't like you for existing. But I do have a dislike. So
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
mm, mm. Yeah. So I mean, by all means, thank you to that one particular person that makes these broadcasts so special. That I'm able to use that little clip right there. So anyway, hey Donnie. So anything else you wanted to share with us tonight?
Nah, I very much appreciate having a conversation with you. I love listening to your show. It's hard to catch me because I'll be working, but Friday, Saturday, no, I'm sorry, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, golden days. It's always a great conversation.
Word, word. And you sometimes it be like that, man. Shoot, you gotta take care of you and yours. I mean, making good decisions. I see. So, yeah, absolutely. But for those of you who are listening right now, if you are a good decision maker and you are a black man, give yourself a pat on the back. I mean, it's nothing special, believe me. It isn't, but for all of the examples of all of these brilliant folks that you see on a day to day basis, especially some of this stuff that you see in these social media streets, I think you're gonna be okay. So anyway, uh, man, who is this? Shin Jedi Nobi. Okay, Judge Dre. Look, I was just about to shut it down. So, shit, I got to get out of here. But so I mean, I'll probably do a show tomorrow night. But anyway, listen up, folks. That'll be it for now. Just okay. Oh, okay. So this is the first time seeing you, but you know who I am. So well, what it is, bro. But anyway, yeah, just think about what I said. You as a black man, and just the basic message. You as a black man, um, if it's not your decision, you're not responsible. Don't let anybody trying to guilt you into believing so. So that's it for me at this point. Definitely thank you for watching. Thank you for hmm, thank you for your comments as always in the chat. And I'll see you next time. So long live the habitual line steppers. In Kev we trust. I'm winning. And we're all gonna win. So peace out.